Whirlwind Dark Outdoors coming at you.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Living the dream, man.
Living the dream.
What it's all about.
First show on the Pursuit channel. We got Jack Esterly up the bat, hunting the buck he calls 007.
Dun 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 dun.
He hunted this buck for 3 to 4 years. 3 or 4 years?
3 years, I think.
3 years?
Yep.
He got exactly 3 trail camera pictures of him and 3 live sightings of the deer, the third being, well, I won't give it away.
Let him watch it.
Let him watch it.
Sure.
It's Halloween night. Does Jack Esterly get a trick or a treat? Stay tuned to find out.
Whirlwind Dark Outdoors, baby. Living the dream.
Whirlwind Dark Outdoors is also brought to you by Scentmaster, the sensible solution. Lowe's White-tailed Deer Scents. Woody's Sporting Goods. NOSHunt.com. And Scent Commander by Whirlwind Dark Outdoors.
We got a west-southwest wind, which is about perfect for this spot we're about to go into. It's real tight to a bedding area. The rut's starting to kick in. I expect us to have an exciting night. I don't want to make noise in there, so we're doing this right now so I don't have to talk in there. But stay tuned, folks. Hopefully we get to reaperize a big old monster PA buck tonight. Celebrate my birthday passing here and Halloween. What better day to lay one down and roll it out than Halloween.
There's only been 2 sightings in 3 years of 007. He was a 7-pointer last year, and based off our trail camera pics, he's a 7-pointer again this year.
This deer, I named him 007. Basically, he's been a 7-point. I only got 1 set of trail camera pictures of him in 2 years' time, but we had some encounters with him in late season. First sighting was in the rut right after a snowstorm, and then the second sighting of him was actually in the second archery season, the last week that you're allowed to shoot deer in Pennsylvania, actually, and that's why I didn't really know him that well. But I named him 007 just because he's a 7-point, and he was slick because I hardly knew he was there. In 2 years' time, it's not a whole lot of property there, and in 2 years' time I only had 3 sightings of him and 1 set of trail camera pictures, so actually only 4 occasions that I knew he even existed in a 2-year time period.
Yeah, I know they were saying there's a lot of big bucks in here. I don't know, there ain't no straight trees in here. Where are we gonna get at?
Oh, we don't have to worry about straight trees. We got to get hunting the geckos now. We can get in any tree.
Are you serious? We can get in any tree?
No trees are off limit when you're hunting gecko 360 stands.
If you want to see more deer, you better smell like one.
Drive rut-crazed bucks right into your hunting path with the most powerful estrus scent collected from real does. From their signature buck butter to the new rub and ride, All of Lowe's deer scents are vacuum sealed for freshness. For buck butter, wet deer cover scent, fatal attraction, suicide buck, and more, get yours today at www.loweswhitetail.com. This segment brought to you by Nos Hunt. Nos Hunt brings great hunting traditions to our youth and facilitates big game tournaments to benefit charities and hunters of all ages.
This spot is generally a good staging area. It's really close to the bedding area, and it's about the only place in the whole woods that is open enough to even see the ground, let alone get shooting at anything. And in the past, the deer tend to hang out in this area like a staging area before going out to the farm fields. There's always a bunch of scrapes right in this area because they tend to stage here and hang out before it gets dark. And bucks come in and work. These young bucks came in and worked the scrapes and before going out in the fields, and it was only a matter of time until one of the bigger bucks in the area would be coming through and checking these scrapes, or at least checking does that are in the area. These two young does come in and start feeding on stuff that I previously cut for the shooting lane that's laying on the ground. And there's almost every year there's a bunch of scrapes in this area, and this buck comes in and starts making a scrape. Even though he's just a young guy, he's got a hurt leg and everything, and he still tries to make a scrape the best he can with his gimpy leg. These two young does come in, start feeding, and this young buck comes in and nudges him off, actually, like getting a little interested in him, and he starts making a scrape and pushes them off, and he goes and checks them again and comes back again and gets back at the scrape, makes it a little bigger, and moves on, starts looking for some more does, I'm assuming.
A few more deer come through. Jack spots some movement close by, and the secret agent 007 makes an appearance at 10 yards. He makes his way through the thick stuff in front of Jack's stand, reads the script, and takes a 90-degree turn into Jack's shooting lane.
So there wasn't too much footage of 007 there,
No, not at all.
but he came out of the thick stuff and surprised Jack.
Came in quick.
And that night, Jack was self-filming.
Yep.
So he didn't have a whole lot of time to get pre-roll. He did the best he could, and the deer came out, and you'll see what happens.
That's by far my biggest buck with a bow. Might even be my biggest buck ever. Ooh. October 31st, Halloween. World went dark outdoors, hanging with the Grim Reaper broadheads. On Halloween, the Grim Reaper reaperized a big old giant buck. He was at least a 3-year-old, maybe a 4-year-old. Oh my God, that was a giant. I'm pretty sure I made a good hit on him. I think he might have crashed right over here, but then I saw a deer run down along the bottom and back in at like full speed. But I don't know if it was him or another deer. but he might be laying right there. I'm so excited. Yeah! Esterly Boys coming at you hard with the Grim Reapers, baby. Coming at you hard. That is how we roll at World 1 Dark Outdoors. That's what's up. You know what it is.
All right, folks. So as you can see, Jack's a little excited immediately after the shot.
You start dancing.
He does. That's his move right there with his bow in his
Signature
hand.
Jack move. We love it.
He's definitely excited. He definitely adds an element to the show.
Absolutely.
He's a fun guy to watch. And
Adrenaline is pumping.
I think his dance moves for being 30 feet up in the air,
Yeah?
I was impressed.
Me too.
I was impressed.
You just saw me shoot the biggest buck of my life so far. Came home, reviewed the footage, me and Carl, and he says dead deer, but me, I'm always a little iffy. I thought when I let it rip and everything looked great until I watched the footage. And now I watched the footage, I'm not too sure. So hopefully we get to recover this buck for you and for me. But you're watching World 1 Dark Outdoors TV, and this is as real as it gets.
Woody's Sporting Goods carries everything you need for archery and hunting, from bows and arrows to sights and rests, and everything you need to head to the field. Big names like Matthews, Hoyt, and Excalibur crossbows, you will find what you are looking for here at Woody's Sporting Goods. Secure online ordering 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at www.woodysportinggoods.com.
I shot the biggest buck of my life so far tonight, as you just seen. And came home, reviewed the footage. As you can see in the background here, I have it paused just as the Luminoc's going into him. And the shot's definitely further back than what I wanted it. As I grunted to stop him, he didn't just stop and turn his head. He kind of took a step turn towards me, and I didn't re-evaluate where I should aim, and I kind of pretty much hit him right where I was aiming, but after watching the footage, the angle he was standing was a little far back. I've been trying the past few years to stay back off that shoulder because I hit a few deer in the shoulder in my lifetime that I never recovered, and I've been scared of that happening, and I've been staying back off that shoulder, and things have been working out better for me, and now this is one of them times I stayed back off the shoulder a little too far. But I think it's liver, maybe a piece of lung. I'm hoping. All I did was went down, I looked at the arrow and turned off the knock so it wouldn't be on glowing all night, and just left it there. There wasn't as much blood on the arrow as I hoped for, but again, I'm not going to get discouraged. It's going to be tough to eat and sleep tonight, but we'll find out in the morning if I killed the PA giant.
All right, so that shot was looked pretty good to me, but Jack thought it was a little back.
Yeah,
so what did he do?
He went home and reviewed the footage. Thought that it was a little far back. I think that was his normal thought too, you know, or his original thought, you know. So he went back and reviewed the footage and determined that the shot placement was a little far back. So back out.
Let it lay overnight.
Yep.
When in doubt, back out, and it worked out.
Did. Worked out good.
Exactly as that.
Found it laying.
Something's wrong with you, you know?
Found it laying. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes, he did.
No. Found it laying, folks. Dead deer. Big buck down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the next morning. Jack and Carl get on the blood trail, and the tracking for 007 begins.
Blood. I got blood.
blood across this field, and we just came back into the woods. I thought that field, but he's starting to bleed a little better. Excuse me. He's starting to bleed a little better coming in through here. I mean, the only reason I'm a little nervous right now, we got pretty good blood, but he's gone almost 200 yards already, and there's some blood, and that's from last night. It's been like 18 hours, so we're gonna just keep following this blood and see if we can find him. He's opening it up in through here because he slowed down from running. Oh, please, Lord. Let him be laying right up here. Look at all that blood. Just how far this deer has gone. I want to take it slow in case by chance he's still alive. And how far he's gone, I'm really glad I didn't come after him last night. Wow, there's a bunch of blood, and that looks fresh. Look at this, Carl. Look at that. That looks like lung blood to me. Here. If you just hit that photo button on the screen, it'll take pictures. Maybe like that. I got it. Here. That looks to me like he stopped and was coughing. And that was coming out of his mouth and nose. Just because it's all in one spot and all bubbly. And he went down through there, but I'm not going to crawl under that. Please, 007.
When choosing a tree stand, you should have no limits while embracing nature. With 360 degrees rotation and vertical incline adjustment, this is where you have to have the 360 by Gecko Outdoors. No tree is off limits.
That looks to me like he stopped and was coughing. And that was coming out of his mouth and nose. Just because it's all in one spot and all bubbly. And he went down through there, but I'm not going to crawl under that. Please, 007. The blood trail is getting really easy to follow. I see him. I got belly, baby. Oh, my belly, 007. Oh my God. Let's go get him, Paul. Come on.
They tracked this deer 250, 300 yards, and the next thing you know, Jack spots the belly of the deer on the ground. 007 is down, and Jack is living the dream.
Let me close this monster cut killing machine. I love these broadheads. I can't say enough after finding this deer. I know I hit him back, and if I didn't shoot such a huge, massive weapon of destruction to flesh and bone, I wouldn't be getting this deer right now. It's the biggest buck of my life. I'm so jacked up. 7 is mine. Look at the size of his tracks. Oh, something ate him. He got eaten overnight. Oh man. Oh man, something ate him. Coyotes or foxes. Ooh, he's snipping the board. He did break a little off one of his downtime. Oh my God, he's big. Oh my God, look at that neck, Carl. He's definitely my biggest buck by a long shot. Holy cow. Look at his little hooks. When he stepped out, I saw that. Look at him, man. I started to eat him right where the arrow. Let me see. That's on the side I hit him. Let's see where it came out. Oh my God, I can't even move him.
Dude, I went.
Well, it was a
Deer
big
went.
buck. It was a big
couple
buck.
hundred
Had
yards,
a lot of
man.
heart. Had a lot of heart.
Got a hole in it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. He did put a hole in him. But he tracked him for a couple hundred yards, you said, right?
Yeah, a couple hundred yards.
And he did end up finding him. I believe some predators got to him first.
Yeah, they kind of ruined some of the meat on him, but
he was happy to find the deer. Glad he put a good ethical shot on him.
Yeah.
We do believe that the deer was dead the previous night.
Yeah, I
shortly
think he
after
died.
the shot.
I think he died. Yeah.
But that happens.
It's hunting.
It's hunting. It's bow hunting. It's PA hunting.
He got the deer. It's all that matters.
He's living the dream.
Living the dream.
Making a world go dark.
I'm the one.
I think not.
Hashtag CEO.
Hashtag 50% partner.
Hashtag shut up.
Hashtag you're not the boss of me.
Hashtag I am the boss. Hashtag get used to it. Hashtag I'm the man.
You are my main cameraman, slam a bam with Jamma.
Hashtag.